Hey up everybody, Magpie Gaming here, I hope you're all doing well. So we've had another kind of status update for the next patch for Escape from Tarkov, and these are becoming quite regular now, which is a good thing. And Nikita was on Pestilli's stream, I think it was a couple of days ago maybe, or a day ago, and he spoke to some streamers on there about what was happening with the development, gave us a bit of an insight into what's happening. So I'm going to go through the points that he made in that these have been lovingly put together by a guy on Reddit called Shiro Tenshi. So thank you very much to him. He is a moderator on there and he's put the points together so I can go through them with you today and not have to sit through the 2 hours and I think 17 minutes of the podcast and pick it all out for myself. So looking directly at the 0.12 patch, they say they've made some good improvements in performance. They said that the devs discovered some weird issues on a few locations, but those have been fixed now. They say that almost everything is ready, but complex testing is needed to be sure. They say that the hideout is polished. The devs discovered that they didn't include a few things in it and it would take quite a while to load, but this has now been fixed. They say there will be special exfils on the military map, that it's going to be guarded by snipers, there's going to be minefields with some new game mechanics and stationary weapons. What the new game mechanics are, I'm not too sure. The patch will bring some visionary things to build more immersive feeling within the EFT universe. Not really sure what that is, but I think they're going to start to go into the lore of, Tarkov and everything like that, and exactly what is going on with this place, why it is the way it is. So I think we might get a bit more story in that. This will probably be presented to us in the quests that we do. There might be a bit more storytelling in them maybe. They say that the hideout overall is a representation of what's happening between raids. So when you finish the raid, the hideout is where you go to rest and recuperate. You're going to be able to do Bitcoin farming there. You're going to be able to make moonshine, be able to make your own medkits. You'll also be able to disassemble other medkits to create your own custom medkits. It's going to be interesting to see how that works exactly and what you're going to be able to take apart and what you will be able to create. It says that some of the elements of the hideout will require a lot of resources and time. So they also say that HBAO ambient occlusion is going to be added into the game, temporal anti-aliasing is going to be added in, those are ready to go. And they say that Unity 2018 brings optimized physics and the players will feel the difference. They said devs have changed all third person's animations and added some new ones. Nikita likes these very much and he's satisfied with the way they're working and that they're more optimized and more professional than what we had before. So it does look like it's coming together quite well. They say that they've been working in conjunction with Unity to get this patch done and off the ground. They say that they've never worked with a game of this size before and that there was some complexity, and they discovered some issues with the engine and with the cooperation of Battlestate and Unity. They're starting to get better support with this now. I think it's such a big game in this engine that even Unity themselves are discovering things that they didn't know existed, so it's all a learning process for everybody that's involved at the moment. They say that the biggest change with this patch though is the new foundation that Unity engine gives them for future improvements to graphics and gameplay. This is going to include the implementation of scripted render pipeline, which will allow better rendering features to improve the game performance. So we're definitely going to see an improvement in performance, I think, straight off the bat when this patch lands. I don't think it's going to be a stellar mega improvement to it. I think it's going to be small, but then as they get going we should see incremental step up in performance as they bring patch after patch out for the game. It seems to be like a learning curve for everybody that's involved right now. They also say that when they are ready to let us know the date for the new patch, that will be released with a new trailer showcasing some of the new things within the game. So we will get the patch date and we will get a new trailer to show some of the things that we will be getting. I can't wait for that. I'm really looking forward to just, everybody wants 0.12, of course we do, but if we could just get a glimpse of it, that would be brilliant. So hopefully that will happen very soon, because the way that they're talking and the issues that they say they've found, it seems as though we're going to be a little bit longer away from the release. I've been saying September for months and months. We are now into September and it does seem like it could slip into maybe October. I don't want that to be the case. I really do want it to release this month. Obviously they've got another 4 to 5 weeks yet to work that out. Maybe they could get it out before then, but they do say that they're working very, very hard to get this done. They are tirelessly working at the patch to the point where they're completely exhausted. They're working 7 days a week by the sounds of it. They really want to get this done, and I think it has to be done, it has to work, this patch has to be right. So I'm glad that they're taking the time, and I think a lot of people would agree with me on that. You know, take your time and get it right. Don't rush it out because the community is waiting for it and basically, you know, praying for it. Just take your time and get it right. They also say that Steam audio is delayed. That will not make it into this patch, and I think that's being one of those things that was maybe going to slip anyway from the start, because they've not really mentioned it too much in previous updates. In fact, I don't think it's been spoken of in previous updates, to be fair. So, but they say no, that will be delayed to a later patch, which is a little bit disappointing. I do think that the sound needs some work within the game, but you know, if it means that they're able to address performance issues first, then I'd rather them get that done first and then concentrate on Steam audio later on. Also, the streamers that were on there said that they're very happy with the constant updates that we're getting. You know, they say it's really good for the community to know what is coming out. Nikita agrees with that, but says that it's also very hard to fit these kind of things in because of the, you know, the amount of stress and pressure that we're under to get this done. But I have to agree, it is great to get these updates. You know, if they were completely silent about this patch and we hadn't had one update, I think a lot of people would have left this game by now. You know, constantly letting us know what's going on. I mean, we're having pretty much 2 updates per month, 2 pretty you know, in-depth updates per month. So, and I think that's an important thing to get, so we all know where we are and it gives us a rough idea when we can expect the patch to drop. They talk a little bit about Reshard as well. This has been a big subject since Battle Eye was introduced, and he says that they have their own team working on protection and that they don't ban people for using Reshard, but some versions allow some tweaks that can be used for cheating, and they disallow running of this version of Reshard with the game. They said that the Battle Eye devs can block software that they see unfair. It can be used to gain an unfair advantage and harm other players' experiences. They said that the devs are considering adding colorblind, gamma and contrast settings to the game. But basically what they're saying there is that I think it's the very latest versions of Reshard aren't allowed. You can add things to those versions of Reshard that allow it to, you know, see things easier, and they won't allow that. So you won't be banned from playing the game, you won't launch it and then instantly be banned from it. They're not going down that route. They do still want people to play the game, but what will happen is that your game simply won't launch. It will just go back to desktop. I'm not sure if you get some kind of visual notice on the screen to let you know why. I mean, it's been a bone of contention for a long time with Reshard, and I'm glad that we now finally have kind of a definitive answer on it. A lot of people have turned to NVIDIA Freestyle, which gives you similar filters and similar options. So, because I do agree with people out there, the TARKOV palette can be very bland. So it's good now and again just to tweak it and change it. I myself have been using NVIDIA Freestyle, and you can make the game look a lot better. There are some people out there that try and make it look like Fortnite, and it just looks disgusting. But yeah, if you do want to tweak it a little bit and you've got an NVIDIA card, then NVIDIA Freestyle is probably the best and most user-friendly way to go. And that was pretty much it for this update. They do say that the live sticker that you have on the launcher now, everybody noticed this the other day, there was an update to the launcher and it says at the bottom server status as live. Now they say that this will be pertaining towards test servers, so live will be the full game. I suppose if you're going on a test server it will say test mode or something like that. They say that a group of players are going to get to test this patch before it's released. They don't say who's going to get to test that. I would assume that it's going to be some of the streamers that will get in on that. But after the patch has dropped, the test servers will become open to all. At some point, I think there will have to be another patch to make this a full update for people. But yeah, they've spoken about test servers in the past, and we are going to get some at some point in the future. A lot of people don't like test servers though. They say that it takes the surprise away from things, but I think with Escape from Tarkov they do need it. It's been proven in the past when they've released patches and it's broken more than it's fixed that it does need test servers at the moment. So I'll be looking forward to seeing those, maybe getting to try out some of the new things before they're put into the game. I think it's a good addition. And that is it for this update, folks. Hopefully we will get some more before it's released. I look forward to seeing the new trailer for the new content that's going to be in the game. I think that'll be very interesting to see, and yeah, that is it for now, folks. So as always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching and listening. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.